And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully that's not a sight that we're going to see too often here tonight, but here we are on True Sim Productions live, week number 6 at Dover International Speedway for the Blazing Pedals NextGen series. I have with me, welcome back to Tanner Marr. Tanner, how are you tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. We had a little bit of a break for Easter and all, and excited to be back here at Dover as it's going to be an interesting one tonight, I feel.
Yeah, I do too. 240 laps on stage racing. Stage number 1 going to end at the end of lap number 72. Stage 2 ends at the end of lap 144. Qualifying just 5 minutes here tonight, and it's underway. We're taking a look at Corey Sherman in the 3 car as he gets motivated around this 1 mile, very black track known as Dover. Let's see what times look like here in qualifying, and let's see if the cars start handling any better. There was a lot of pushing out of the corners during practice time. Some names that don't typically overdrive their car were certainly doing that, so it's going to be a wait before you can pick up that throttle here tonight. Corey Sherman, his first lap, good enough for 4th spot. Jamie Walker right now with a 23.05 on the top, and then Mike Hamlin bumps him right off. Mike Hamlin with a heck of a first lap. Let's see if he can better. Oh, no, going sideways. There it is. There it is. I was just talking about it. Dave Seats now has the top spot. We'll follow Jamie Walker as he finishes up his second, and actually it's already done. How about Jason Bauer? Bauer is all done. These guys are not wasting any time. Amanda Sherman coming out of turn 4 and across the stripe. And that's going to be good enough for... Looks like 10th spot. Philip Van Vliet just ahead of her. Now in 10th. Amanda down to 11th. Corey Sherman, 12th fastest. So really slow lap out of Corey, who normally drives this place pretty well.
Concrete Corey, but right now, Jamie Walker holding down provisional pole. 22.768. Chris Carroll just went to 2nd on the board. The times are right on top of each other from about 1st all the way back to 7th.
Yeah, they are pretty tight. Actually, you know what? Top 10. I mean, give it to them. They're within 0.4 of a second. Not too bad. Kyle Wellman right now running in the 6th. Quickest spot, make it 7th. It's Dustin Ping works his way in. So qualifying just like that, almost done. We're going to let that set for just a little bit because we got to talk about points. Let's take a look at those points. On top of them all, it's Chris Carroll. And he was pretty quick there during practice. Fastest car, actually, during practice. We'll see if he's able to keep that momentum as Austin Edstrom has knocked him out of the pole spot. Mike Hamlin, Rick Thompson, Derek Paulson, Ty Morosco, those are your top 5 in points. And certainly there's some room for a lot of big changes tonight. We're talking like maybe Mark Arthur, who's not even here tonight, not going to be driving. Certainly he's going to take a hit in the point standings here tonight.
A hit that he could not really afford. Started climbing out of the hole, though. So he was inside the top 16. But this missing a race is going to be a big hit to him, Chris.
Yeah, missing them this early in the season certainly hurts a little bit more than later on when you have a bunch of points all amassed and maybe you have a little bit of a bigger group of points. But right now, yeah, Mark missing tonight's going to hurt. Looks like Taylor Butcher Benjamin getting a little extra practice in as he's working lap 3 around this place.
As Edstrom goes top of the board, knocks off Jamie Walker, 22.739. Currently the fastest out on track. As I believe everybody is basically qualified. Now, Mike Massengill, we see him week in, week out. He never wants to qualify. He likes to start in the back. So it looks like 21 cars going to take to Dover here tonight, the Monster Mile.
It's a good-sized field for the size track. Hopefully it keeps these guys out of trouble, but this car is not going to be helping them out at all as she is a pusher here tonight. Coming out of turns 2 and turn 4. If you get on that throttle just a little bit too early, you may find yourself in the wall.
Miles the Monster, he'll reach out and grab you. It feels like these walls literally reach out and grab you. You just push up to them so fast. And another thing with Dover, Chris, look how skinny this track is. It's not very wide. If you wreck on the front or back stretch, you could see a big one, like in terms of like Talladega, Daytona big ones. I've seen Dover produce some pretty big wrecks.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been a part of them. Unfortunately, it's
sadly.
Yeah,
I've seen them in the windshield. I've seen them every which way I could.
Yeah, certainly. And that's part of the fun of being able to watch. You don't have to worry about it so much. But yeah, boy. Well, looks like we are gridding right now. Austin Edstrom waiting for him to kind of get himself on track. And so we'll wait no more. We don't have a lot of time here in a 1 mile track configuration. Let's take a look at our qualifiers here tonight. Starting on the top, it's the driver of the number 87 out of MFRD. It's Austin Edstrom. Jamie Walker in the 88, going to be starting to his outside, and starting in third spot tonight, it's going to be our points leader, the 99 of Chris Carroll. To his outside, starting in fourth spot tonight, it's going to be the 27 of Hunter Lagunas, and inside row number 3, the 81 of Dustin Ping. Dalton Kilrow out of MFRD, going to be starting his 41 in the 6th spot, and 7th out of Limitless Motorsports, the number 14 of Dave Seats. Out of 5 Kings Motorsports, the 42 of Kyle Wellman, going to be starting in the 8th spot, and another MFRD driver, this driver of the 17, Brian D, is going to be starting in 9th. Derek Paulson, MFRD driver and teammate, going to be starting to his outside in the number 6, and an 11th spot out of Speed Mafia, the 33 of John Perkins. Mike Hamlin going to be starting his number 11 out of Limitless Motorsports to his outside. In 13th spot tonight, it's going to be the 9 of Jason Bauer. And to his outside, the MFRD driver, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Starting in the 15th spot, the number 66 of Chris Berg. And MFRD's number 1 winner of the very first race here this season, it's Ty Morosco. Larry Bell in the 4 car at a Pit Lizard Performance. Going to be starting in the 17th spot, TNA driver Philip Van Vliet. Going to be starting in 18th and 19th. TNA driver number 8 of Amanda Sherman, to her outside, her husband. TNA Motorsports driver Corey Sherman in that beautiful number 3. And starting shotgun on the field, it's going to be Mike Massengill as we get ready to go for the first time under green live here at Dover.
Last week's winner, Austin Edstrom, won at Texas, picking up where he left off. Got a nice little lead already off the initial start.
Yeah, not a bad way to go after picking up the win 2 weeks ago. Austin Edstrom leads the way around Dover. Lap 2 of 240. Of course, tomorrow we're celebrating a totality eclipse. If you're in a lucky enough spot, which I am, to be able to see it without traveling, man, that's a pretty cool thing. Can't wait to get that done and over with, as there's about 200,000 additional people in my state of only 600,000. So,
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that makes a dent. Makes a dent in what we can buy and what we can do. So, yeah.
And I'm watching these laps switch off, Chris. You can tell these guys are really jockeying for position. Everybody wants that. What's the most important? Track position. That's what everybody's going for here off the start. And now it's starting to look like everybody got in where they fit in and just going to click some laps now, it looks like.
Yeah, it might be nose to tail for the most part here for a little while tonight, but that's because we have a long runs scheduled. I mean, super, super long runs. Look, first stage lap isn't going to end until the end of lap 72. if we can go green that long, that's a pretty long green flag run, and you can't win if you can't finish, right? Already, though, it does look like we may have missed a problem with Chris Berg. As,
he just reached out to me. Chris Berg said his iRacing completely froze as soon as the green flag came out. So that's heartbreak for Iceberg.
Yeah, definitely not something that you wish on anybody looking to compete here in Blazing Pedals. But look, there's some things that are just out of control, and that's one of them.
That's one of them.
Top two have got a little bit of space between them now. Jamie Walker trying to figure out a way to catch and pass Austin Edstrom. 0.4 of a second is the gap between 1 and 2. Then there's another little bit of a gap, about 0.75 of a second between second and third. Third being Chris Carroll. Carroll maybe just kind of taking it easy. And that's the other thing that we could be looking at here, Tanner, is just looking at saving tires.
It's going to come into play huge tonight. Fuel, not so much. They can go almost roughly 100 laps on a full fuel run. But tires, they will be of most premium tonight.
Austin Edstrom leading the way. Chris Carroll has got a rear view mirror full of, and we're not sure which one it is yet, but it's Kyle Wellman. We're not sure if it's the Wild Man or the Wheel Man here tonight.
Oh, please, don't call him Will, man. He'll watch his back and the head will get even bigger.
Well, I mean,
that's
look,
a teammate, so I can say that, right?
Yeah, no, I get that, but there are definitely two sides to Kyle Wellman and not much in between, right? There's the Wild Man, and we know who that is. We've seen him before, and there's the Wheel Man, and honestly, he's been very impressive so far this season. He's been keeping it, for the most part, pretty clean, and he's gotten some results because of it.
Bingo.
Right now, running
clean,
fourth.
He is fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now. He's actually one of them that loves this car. This is actually his favorite car on iRacing, and it shows because he has been running really good.
Right behind him, the 81 of Dustin Ping, rounding out that top 5. And it looks like we've got a pass looking at the 6th spot. Dalton Kilroe gets around Hunter Lagunas. Lagunas still looking for sponsorship on that very, very white number 27.
Very white. As we just had a pass for the lead, Jamie Walker takes over the top spot from Austin Edstrom. But yeah, so anybody looking to sponsor Hunter Lagoons, it is bright white.
We're going to take advantage of this green flag run. We're going to go back and take a look at that pass for the race lead. Jamie Walker right behind Edstrom in the 87. Goes down low. Edstrom keeps it up high. And Jamie Walker just getting it done on the bottom side of the track. That was the pass for the race lead just a couple laps ago. And Jamie Walker now has control of the field and starting to stretch it out. A couple of different lines being employed there between the top two drivers. And we'll see which one ends up being the right one. It's all about trying to save tires, even this early in the race. Just 14 laps down. I'm looking for like a battle on the track. But if I'm going to be...
first time this season, everybody's minding their P's and Q's right now.
Yeah,
this is the friendliest they've been all season long.
There's nothing. I mean, they are nose to tail. You think 6 weeks they might have gotten the memo that they can't win if they can't finish?
Right. Do me a favor if you can. Can we get an onboard shot of somebody like Mike Hamlin or somebody near another car just to give these folks at home what it's truly like behind this wheel here at Dover? It's almost like a roller coaster is the best way I can describe it.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad way to describe it either. Let's pop into the cockpit of Mike Hamlin, driver of the number 11. Currently really being scored in 9th.
Right here on exit, it climbs the hill. Car wants to unload the entire time you're having to catch it. And 3 and 4, it's its own animal. Once again, though, on exit, you're climbing up the hill, trying to get as close to the wall as you can. Watch him right here. Walks it right up to the outside wall.
Yeah, and you see a little bit of a counter steer out of Hamlin. So the car it's pushing towards that wall. He had to kind of counter steer to correct it, keep it straight, keep the nose of the car straight with the rear of the car. I guess that's the best way to describe that. If you've never done it, it's hard to explain it. But
And
yeah,
it's no
Mike,
easy task either in the race car. It's you overstep just a little bit, Chris. Like you know, like I know, overstep just a little bit, and boom goes dynamite. You're wrecked.
Yeah, you'll get the Darlington stripe here at Dover.
I like what you did there.
Speaking of, just as we came back out, it looks like the 6 may have just rubbed the wall just a little bit. No damage out of Derek Paulson's number 6, but he was awful close.
Chris, just hearing word, Amanda Sherman coming off of pit road here. So something happened to the 8 car.
Yeah, Amanda was running in 20th spot anyway. So she was quite off cycle.
Right, something happened to her though. I don't know. I just heard her key up and say that. It's like Edstrom's applying the pressure back to our race leader. We're going to battle for the race lead here. I turn 3 and 4.
We sure do. And Dan, I'm going to let you call that because I'm going to check and see if I can't find something that may have happened with her.
10-4. As Edstrom looks like he's going to have to pass here, but watch the 88. Going to try to turn down underneath the 87. Get the power off. 87 to the outside wall. Edstrom a little bit. That's going to allow Walker to skate on by. But now the 87 is going to try to do what we just saw happen with Jamie Walker in 88. And he is going to make it happen inside. This is a great battle for the lead here going. They are going tit for tat here. I think the 87 should be able to get clear. He does. Now the 88 is trying to fight back. As these boys are putting on one hell of a show here on a Sunday night.
Nothing showing up in the notes as to what may have happened to Amanda, but you're right. The battle for the race lead, I don't want to say it's done, but it's done right now as Edstrom able to power on by the 88 of Jamie Walker, and not a lot Walker could do there. The momentum was on the 87 side.
I thought when we saw Walker get up there and take the lead, I thought it was going to dictate the pace of the race for a little bit, but I think Edstrom started to notice that as well and wanted to put the pressure back on Jamie Walker. So now Edstrom, man, front and center, leading the train around the old Monster Mile. Ooh, big moment out of Edstrom. Got big wiggle loose out of the exit of turn 2. So that tells me right there he's on edge. He's fighting that car, trying to get every bit of speed he can out of it, Chris.
Yeah, and trying to keep it down low like that may have unintentionally heated up those tires just a little bit. Remember, we are running on concrete here. It's a little bit more abrasive than normal pavement, and the sim does take that into account.
Absolutely. This is a cheese grater out here, folks. They're 26 laps in, coming to 27. It's getting tight now on exit, but man, oh man, it's getting loose as well. They're having to really wheel these cars.
Everybody thinks, well, when a car is tight, how can it get loose? And the answer is, when a car is tight, it doesn't want to turn, so you end up putting more and more and more turn into the steering wheel. Eventually, what'll happen is it'll find a little bit of traction, and the rear end will kind of tend to break free and want to come around on you. So, yeah, it can be tight and loose all at the same time, and big blink.
I saw that. That's my
out
race
of Jamie
pick
Walker.
Too. I picked him today on Race Chatter. We have a special edition race day version of Race Chatter. Check it out here on TSP. But yes, Jamie Walker was my pick.
Well,
also, Edstrom was a guest on that show. So if you want to learn something about our race leader, Austin Edstrom, check him out this afternoon on Race Chatter. It was a blast. We laughed and laughed and laughed.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make that one, but I will definitely be watching it back. Edstrom being a race winner, you might want to learn a little bit about him. Two-time
He's going to
winner
be
now.
somebody these fans, folks at home out in Viewerland, they're going to hear the name quite a bit on a Sunday night, I believe. He's going to be a title contender.
Yeah, I think so. He's been very, very consistent this season, and when that happens, typically it does good things for you at the end of the season. I did say two-time winner. That's one time this year, one time last year. I believe that's correct.
You know, Chris, I'm going to go out on a limb here, too. The 41 Dalton Killer is currently running in 5th. We're 6 races in. Typically, you would think that 41, out of those 6 races, picked up a win or 2, right? He's still batting 0 in the win column, but he has been Mr. Consistency all season long. Has 3 finishes inside the podium or better. That 41 is also a contender. And we know when it comes to saving fuel, saving tires, that's one of the best in the business out there in that 41.
Yeah, well, you missed it 2 weeks ago, but during the post-race interview, he said very clearly he's trying to kick that Captain Safe Fuel moniker off from the table. He doesn't want it anymore.
That's one of the things you get gifted, and it stays, man. Until he proves us different, I cannot. Yeah. Because he is one of the best at doing it.
Well, I've had 2 weeks to think about it, and I haven't seen him run out of fuel yet. So until that happens, Dalton, you're stuck with it.
It's an art, right? Mark's pretty good at it. Mark can save fuel and maintain pace. Jamie can. Chris Carroll can. There's a few guys in here that can really do it. But I would put Dalton up against any of them, I think.
Field really is getting spread out now. One of the closest battles is our battle for first and second, believe it or not. 0.4 of a second separating those two drivers. Oh, we've got another close one here. It's because Derek is making the pass. Derek Paulson putting the pass on Hunter Laguna is going to knock him back 1 spot. And then you see Derek get loose. Coming off the corner, he was tight, and he got loose. So just what we were talking about, kind of being both. A little wiggle out of the 6 that time as he goes up over the transition out of 4. Able to hold on to it, and Paulson holds on for 7th spot. Gail, good to see you out there. Always good to see you out there. Hi, Richie. The Shermans out checking on their boy. Well, there he is. Up 8 spots since the drop of the green flag. Corey right now sitting in the 12th spot. Amanda having problems. She's down a few laps early in this one.
Concrete Corey, it's a real thing. I look for him. I think he kind of botched the qualifying effort a little bit. Put himself behind the 8 ball, but he's very quickly climbing out of that hole he made up 8 spots.
Yeah, but it's a great looking car. Priority Auto 802 battery.
Yep. One of my favorites.
His decals look a lot like the ones on my truck. Funny that.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah, that's weird. Haven't talked about him a lot here. John Perkins, the driver of the number 33, started this season off like a bat out of hell. And aside for some trouble a couple of weeks ago, he has continued to be so. He's very, very consistent this season.
There's a good battle going on right up ahead of them. Hunter Lagoons, Kyle, the Wildman Wellman, and I believe Derek. We're all wheel-to-wheel there for a moment. I thought we were getting ready to have an incident, but they keep it straight. But Wellman's going backwards now. Something's going on with the 42. He may have used up too much right side tire. He's falling to the clutches of the pack that was behind him. Hunter Lagoons leading the charge to his inside.
Right behind them, the 11 of Mike Hamlin is just kind of watching, seeing, well, oh, yeah, off the wall goes Wellman just a little bit. Wellman's tires are gone.
And I think you're starting to see the Wildman monitor come out here. He knows he has a good race car, but he sees he's falling back right now. He's fighting, but he's a race car driver, right? He wants to fight. He don't want to lose his spots, but with a slip up, got to the outside wall here. Sometimes you got to step back, accept what it's going to be.
That's a great point. Sometimes when you know you're slipping back, you try pushing just a little bit harder, and that can be more detrimental than anything. Sometimes if you know you got a problem, you just let it fall. Let it happen. Instead of that right there, my goodness, that was close.
He knows the 33 and 3 are faster than him now because he's falling back to him, right? But you see, he's running that line. He's running a great line, keeping 33 behind him. But I don't know for how long, much longer, because Perkins is definitely faster. He's going to bring Corey Sherman, I believe, in the 3 as well.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something. Oh, baby, that was close. Wellman chopping the nose off the 3. I think Corey may have seen it happen and gave just enough room. And now Corey Sherman looking to the inside. This will be a battle to get inside of... Well, no, it will not. It'll be for 11th.
That was not a terrible block, but it was bad enough that Corey will remember that, right? That was going to go down the memory bank. To be fair, Wellman did nothing wrong, but Corey definitely did nothing wrong. As now he's going to make the pass here off the exit turn number 2. 3 cars going forward, folks.
3 cars moving forward. The other driver moving forward is the one of Ty Morosco. Daytona winner this season, Ty Morosco, up 8 positions to the 8th position. So look out for that number 1. He is holding some speed. And that's a great looking MFRD car. My goodness.
Is. I love the black, white, and green. But got his first race win at Daytona, and then last time out on track at Texas, brought the car on P2. So yeah, he's P2. On a hot streak right now. He is on a hot streak right now. When he can finish, if he's able to finish, it's a great one. Now he did get wrecked out at Atlanta, I believe.
Well, the prior 2 races, he was in top 3.
Yep. So he's fast. He's fast right now on a hot streak.
Yeah, definitely on a roll. And speaking of on a roll, we both completely missed it. Our race leader is now Chris Carroll.
Oh, wow. By quite a bit, too, over Edstrom and Walker.
Yeah.
Walker's falling really far back now.
Yeah, Walker may have eaten his tires. Chris Carroll was sitting in the 4th spot for a long time and may have just gotten out of our radar for a little while.
He was a snake in the grass right
my
there,
goodness. I'll tell you guys.
He was just sitting there saving those tires on a 50-lap run here. It looks to paid off for the 99.
Yeah, he hit the go pedal, and the 99 went forward all the way to 1st spot. Austin Edstrom now trying to follow his footsteps. Like you said, Jamie Walker, well, you know, Jamie may be just playing it cool himself. He may be saving some tire for the end of this first stage, just a little over 20 laps from now. Dustin Ping sits in the 4th spot. Dalton Kilroe has made his way inside of the top 5 to 5th. Derek Paulson runs 6th. Hunter Laguna 7th. Ty Morosco 8th. And John Perkins and Mike Hamlin round out that top 10. But yeah, Chris Carroll up front. And like I said, he must have been saving. And then all of a sudden decided it was time to go.
I've digged a little bit on it. This is a little inside baseball, they call it. But Chris, he's so good at maximizing the car on the long run. And what I mean by that, sitting here looking at his lap times, Chris, about every 15 laps, they fall off about half a tenth. But within those 15 laps, they're right on top of each other. He's so consistent, lap after lap. And that's just a testament to him hitting his marks and holding his craft. But he's one of the only drivers that can continuously keep that pace lap after lap after lap. And that's what's showing right now in this lead. It's growing every single lap.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look for the pass for the lead out of Chris Carroll. He's passing Austin Edstrom. Carroll running on the higher side of the track. Dives down to the low side of the track. That gets him to the bumper. Edstrom had a little bit of a wiggle. That gives the 99 space. They go door to door, and that didn't last long. Chris Carroll to the race lead, and that's where we were. Back on lap number 41, that happened.
Dang.
So that was some time ago.
You know the good thing, though, Chris? A lot of people will see this lead to this gap and think, oh, this is going to be a drawn-out race. No, sir. No, it's not. We got a stage caution coming. Just what was it? 72, I believe. Lap 72.
Well, let's go ahead and bring it up. Lap 72, lap 144. Those are our two stages here at Dover.
So these drivers that may have used up their stuff, a la Kyle Wellman, somebody like that, they can use this first run as a trial run. Now they know what will happen if they push really hard early.
Yeah, Kyle Wellman, just because you brought him up, he has slipped all the way back to the 17th position.
Goodness gracious, so he's really burnt them up then.
And I think, like, kind of what you were saying, except for I'm going to bring it just a little bit further. So he noticed that the tires were falling off. He was pushing the car a little bit harder. Well, what happens when you push the car a little harder? You burn the tires off some more. Oh, hard into the wall. Hard into the wall is Mike Massengill. He pounded the right side of that car hard into the wall. And he is losing time. He does it again.
He has a
possible
broken
flat
right front.
tire, and Mike Hamlin followed him in.
Broken right front on the 20 car. He may not be able to get it turned down on the pit road here. These guys coming up behind him got to watch out. He don't have a whole lot of control right now.
Oh, we got one going around in front.
Oh, Dalton Kilrow went around.
Kilbro.
We are still green.
Still under green. Massengill brings it down. Oh, no, he misses pit road. He couldn't turn it. You were absolutely right. The 20 car, unable to get on pit road. He is slow on the front stretch. Caution comes out. Holy cow. So much going on. I believe caution may have come out for the 41, but I'm not positive. Mike Massengill may have been going under the speed limit on track, and that may have caused it to come out. Lordy, lordy. And look at this, the 41 trapped behind the pace car. Oh, no, he gets it back. Woo! Let's go back. It was wild there for a minute. I mean, it all just kind of... Oh, the 3 car. Oh, no! Oh... Oh, Dalton, we're going to have words. I don't think it was his fault, but my Lord. The 3 car to the outside. He comes out a little bit hot, has to bring it down in order to try and save the car, but the 41 was there. That is what brought it out. Heavy damage to the 3 car as well. Like, that car ain't finishing. Not the way it's pointing right now. The left front tire pointed towards the wall on the straightaway. Not good.
That definitely does not look natural, huh?
One broken tie rod end, maybe lower control arm on the left front of that number 3.
And whatever else he broke in the cockpit when he was mad punching stuff. Because that was a lick right there for the 3 car.
It sure was. Heavy, heavy damage. My God, that thing is tore up.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, the 41 and 3, they've had some prior run-ins, correct?
Well, you know, I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah, okay. They certainly have. Yeah, absolutely. Well, some drivers are not upset to see this. Some drivers were involved.
SDK's not working. Did Chris Carroll pit?
Top 4 stayed out. Top 4.
Ooh.
Carroll, Laguna, Seats, and Larry Bell.
Austin Edstrom, who was the race leader at one point until Carroll took it over, he's going to be the first car on fresh tires starting 5th. I'm going to go out on a limb here and think Carroll and them's going to get 8 up. But they're just going to try to survive till that end of this stage, which is, 10, 11 laps away. I don't know. Different strategies, Chris.
Yeah. And the other side of this is, well, we know what tire fall off looks like on the long run. Is winning the stage more important than winning the race? Because you could win one and not the other because you went for it. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking. You're almost a full second faster on fresh tires. So the pace difference from this top 4 to 5th on back is going to be extraordinary.
Yeah, I mean, and there's enough time here. I don't know that you have to beat the living snot out of the tires that you just got put on. to make the passes happen, but you're not going to be able to lay back either. You're going to have to do
Nope.
something.
I look for Edstrom to win this series, or win this stage. I'm just going to go out there on a limb and say, I think the 87 made the call here because he's not going to push really hard to get by him unless they fight him, right? And they may. We're racing. It's going to be interesting, though. I do know that for when we start looking at the bonus points for stages.
And my big concern right now out of the top 4 is, does somebody spin the tires on this restart that we got coming in less than a mile?
Dover's notorious for the first 2 rows. One of them spinning the tires. I don't know why it is, whether it's just where you get on the gas at being on the first 2 rows, but I've seen it. Seen it countless times. I've done it myself 2 seasons ago.
There's that mentality, right? I gotta go. So you put your foot straight to the floor. There's no feathering or nothing. You just let it have it. And that horsepower comes to life. And those rear tires just start spinning. And there's not much you can do after that except for hold on.
It's funny we're talking about this because that's what the drivers are currently speaking about over driver chat. They're letting them know, hey, I'm backing off a little bit. Austin Edstrom did. And a lot of people saying, yes, sir, me too. They're expecting some wheel spin out of the top 4.
Bad news out of the number 3 camp. Corey Sherman has left the server. He's going to call it a night, it looks like. Chris Burr has as well. So a couple of drivers calling enough.
Getting a 99, stay in front of these guys, win stage number 1. I'm pretty sure it'll be his 3rd or 4th stage win of the season. Gets the launch he needs right there. He's going to get going, create a little bit of real estate between him and the fresh tires of Edstrom.
Edstrom working on top of Dave Seats now, working at
2-for-1.
Lori Bell. Got to be careful on those fresh tires, too. Sometimes the car doesn't handle exactly the way you want it to with those very, very fresh tires.
Boy, that 87's coming. I've got a 2-for-1 special going off in 1 and 2. Now he's got his eyes set on Hunter Lagoons. But Chris did get a great launch, so there's going to be a little bit of real estate that Edstrom has to make up. But, man, oh, man, look at the difference, the time difference.
Yeah, huge, and only going to get better now that Edstrom only has Chris Carroll in front of him. No longer going to be messing around with cars on older tires. Edstrom looking to win stage number 1 here tonight. Just 7 laps to go. 7 to go till the end of the stage, and Edstrom is your new leader. So Austin Edstrom making it work.
If I'm Edstrom's spotter or crew chief, anybody in his ear, I'm telling him back the pace down. Don't abuse those tires.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now is the time to save those tires. They've done their job for you.
Paulson looking to the inside to get some track position time. Roscoe going to make way, and then I see Jamie Walker in the 88 also looking to the inside. So all the fresh tires of officially 8. He was leading up already.
Oh, we got him spinning it.
Backstretch.
Spinning. I believe it was Hamlin. No, it's the 4 of Larry Bell.
No way.
Larry Bell. Dead stop on the track, right side, facing the wall. And we are going to get ready to re-rack them here in just a few more laps. But, yeah, Larry Bell looks to have been the one. Let's go back and take a peek live here on True Sim Productions.
Ooh, looks like he just got swallowed up 3 wide.
Oh, the 11 was to the outside. The 2 made contact. And down the entire backstretch they go. T-Bone City.
3 wide. It barely works at Talladega on the sim for whatever reason. It definitely is never going to work at Dover.
No, it does not, but they didn't have a choice.
They had to go. It's time to go.
They had to go, yeah. You got a slow car, and he chooses the middle. You got 2 faster cars behind him. They're going to split the difference.
It looks like the 4 just got really tight, had to get off the throttle. Not able to pick up any type of throttle. They were just so much faster.
All right, so far tonight, we're batting 1,000, Tanner. We were right about the tires, what was going to happen there. Maybe we're batting like 950 because nobody spun the tires, it didn't look like.
They didn't. Now let me ask you, if you're the 99 or any other guy that didn't pit earlier, would you hit pit road right here? I think you have to.
Yeah,
unless you just want stage points.
There's no guarantee of that. Everybody behind you's got fresh tires.
Well, that's true.
I would be coming down. You're giving up time because you're either going to come down now, or you're going to come down at the end of the stage caution. One or the other.
Get yourself some track position right here.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Tanner. I would be coming down pit road right now, this lap. And then I'd be thanking you because I hadn't thought about it myself yet.
I'm a racer at heart, brother. That's the one good thing about me broadcasting. I race 6 nights out of the week. And so I start to learn tricks along the way. As Larry Bell, hearing down from Race Control, he was at cause caution for that one. So that one stinks. He's probably going to make Race Shatter top 10.
I believe Corey may be making that one himself, too.
Corey's going to make it probably. Lap 72, you said for the stage break. We may have a little shootout here, Chris.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna. Lights should shut down. If they haven't already, I can't tell from this angle.
It's so hard to tell. I was trying to look for you.
Yeah, no, they're still on. So they would shut down this time. Boy, we're gonna go one lap, I think.
It's going to be a one-lap shootout. Y'all thought stage points mattered before. You're about to see they matter a lot more than what we thought. That's why Chris Carroll and them didn't pick. Chris is still 5th. He's thinking he can possibly remain there or better.
Laps. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think better is going to happen. Remain there,
right.
Maybe, right? He's got 4 very fast race cars in front of him right now. All the fresh tires.
He just came across the radio and said, I'm just holding my line here, guys. Going to see if I can get a point or 2.
Yeah. So he knows what to expect out of it.
He just said, I'm going to go ahead and apologize to Brian Dees and company ahead of time. He's expecting to spin those tires or something.
Yeah, that's heads up. That's sportsmanship, you know. A lot of things can be said about Chris, but on the radio, he makes his intentions known. And I'll tell you, his intention is to win every race he's ever in. And that's why he wins so many. Can't go in there thinking, oh, I just think I'll be happy with a top 15.
No, sir. No, sir, at all.
That's not how I do it in real world racing. It's not how I'd expect anybody to take a sim.
I'm expecting fireworks here, Chris.
Yeah, I'm top 3 drivers are all MFRD.
That's a deja vu moment, huh? They've been bad fast all season long. It's been between them and Carroll from 5 King Motorsports.
Yeah. Here we go. The Geico restart zone, and we are back under green flag conditions. A look at the jump the bottom line got.
Terrible launch out of the 6 car as well. That is going to allow Carroll to come forward a little bit, but that allowed Edstrom and Morosco to set sail.
Morosco may have touched wall just a little bit coming out of turn 2.
That one car's fast today, ladies and gentlemen. I said once he got that first win, I got him slotted in for at least 3 wins this season.
Caution may have come out just a little bit early. Typically, we do it at the end of the lap. But it's right when it clicked over, and that's fine. It is what it is. Everybody's on the same page. So, congratulations goes out to Austin Edstrom, Tom Orozco, Derek Paulson, Jamie Walker, Chris Carroll. Those are the top 5 here at the end of stage number 1. They were followed by John Perkins, Brian Dees, Mike Hamlin, Kyle Wellman, and Philip Van Vliet, the lone Dutchman, scoring himself a stage point. That's big for Philip. He has not had the best start to this season. And such a nice guy. I love to see him finish close to the top. Heck, I'd like to see him win one.
Oh, we would go crazy up here if he got him one.
Dang straight. Be throwing a party. I got the champagne in the freezer. You just let me know when I gotta take it out. All right, stage number 1, all done.
Chris, I'm gonna step away for 1 second. Go grab me a water. I forgot to get one.
Yes, sir. Stage number 2 going to end at the end of a lap 144, and those drivers that didn't pit before are certainly pitting now. It's going to be 4 fresh tires, a full tank of Sunoco race fuel for those drivers on pit road. Some drivers that were just in are going to come in and top off the fuel tanks. Philip Van Vliet, one of those drivers. Kyle Wellman, another. So, by virtue of staying out, Chris Carroll comes down pit road. Top 5 at the end of the stage. Now, going to be back in 12th position. Has a ton of cars he's got to try and get around in order to work his way back up towards the front. "17 drivers on the lead lap here as we are working at lap number 73, just about to be 74. Need to thank Blackhawk Motorsports and Ohio and Indiana Roofing for being the primary sponsors here on a Sunday night for Blazing Pedals. Also got to thank a bunch of other people. The list is long. How about Mullet Music Productions on YouTube? Make sure to check them out. We use their music to start our race every single time. And also Josh's rendition of the national anthem. Pace car light's still on, so at least another lap and a half to go. Well, maybe a little bit less than that. Make it 1 mile. 1 mile before we go back under the green flag.
I apologize. I'm back. Chris was also talking to race control there, trying to figure out what happened when I stepped away. We had another yellow, I take it.
No, we haven't gone back to green yet. We're about to, though.
Oh, okay. Well, good deal. We didn't miss anything then. I normally remember to grab one. I just forgot all about it. It was rushing.
That's all right. It happens, but got to have something to drink. We do a lot of talking up here. Pace car getting ready to drop back onto pit road, and we're going to get this thing going. Looking for that Geico restart zone. You'll see it painted on the left-hand side. And no time wasted. Austin Edstrom on the gas pedal hard. He has got the race lead. Ty Morosco on that outside lane did not get a great start. Jamie Walker right behind him. Battle right now for second spot, and here comes Jamie Walker. Morosco let it wash up just a little bit. That's all the 88 needed. He is in second spot again.
The 88 and 87, Walker and Edstrom, they both got out front and led some laps early, but they burnt their stuff up, allowed Chris Carroll to get up there and take the lead away and walk away. Let's see if they learned something from that first stage. Edstrom, he does not look like he learned anything because he is bad fast again early. Jamie Walker looks like he has it dialed down just a little bit.
Yeah, I think he does, just looking at last lap time. Although Edstrom was a little bit slower. So
Edstrom may have got that lead, and now he's taking it easy some. It's hard to tell. It's a chess game out there. These guys are doing more than just turning laps. They're playing chess with each other, too.
yeah, that time, Edstrom about a 1/10 of a second quicker than Jamie Walker in second spot. And I was just going to say Brian Dees was a little bit quicker last time by, but you don't need to tell me that, because here he comes, the Soul Stealer, picks off second spot.
They do a few cars behind. Hunter Lagoon's hard contact with the outside wall. May have helped him a little bit, though, because he's looking to the inside of Morosco now. As Jamie Walker, I'm seeing some blinking up ahead.
Yeah, Sam always used to call that, what, electrical issues or something like that. I'm going to call it what it is. It's the internet.
He's having internet issues. It is what it is. It stinks, though, Chris, because out of everything we have in front of us, we can control everything except the internet.
Yeah.
We can't control it. We can work around and try to fix it. But that's about it.
Week in and week out, you're absolutely right. We saw just a little bit more there out of Jamie Walker, but I will say most of tonight he's been okay. So maybe there's, like, I don't know. The solar eclipse is coming. You don't know. You just don't know what it's going to cause it, you know?
I've been reading a lot of conspiracy theories about this solar eclipse, but yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Hunter Lagunas on the outside. He's got a little bit of a head of steam. He's starting to track down the 17 of D's, and he takes over second spot. If that doesn't earn you sponsorship dollars, I don't know what will. That bright white car. Looking for some sponsorship money.
And you noted, he did it the hard way, ladies and gentlemen. He went to the outside of the Soul Stealer. Got up there and took the spot away. Gave himself a little bit of room. Now eyes forward on Austin Edstrom, our current race leader.
Chris Carroll.
Yep, he's coming.
He restarted in 12th. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. He is there. He's in third spot, and he is looking for more. The pace that he is running right now, look, that could be the winner tonight. I'm pretty sure I read something, your keys to the race tonight. And I think number one had something about Carroll. Well, I'll tell you what, Carroll right now running in third spot. He's looking like he wants to be number one.
So the first point was about Edstrom and Chris Carroll, how they've dominated week in and week out. If one of them's not winning, it seems like the other one is, or vice versa. And they're running 1-3 right now. The kid, Hunter Lagoons, splits them up. I want to note something here. Speaking of Chris Carroll, I've done so many laps in a team channel with him. So I can tell you right now, he's going to work with Hunter Lagoons because they're in the same channel right now currently. He's going to let Hunter try to track down our race leader, and Chris is content that they're right third until he's ready to have the lead, right? But he's going to wait and just follow Hunter up there to Edstrom and let them duke it out.
Yeah, well, they don't have much further to chase. It's that gap closing now, 0.3 of a second between our race leader and Hunter Lagunas.
I usually would not make like a complete 100% statement like that, but I know that's the conversation happening right now. I've been in this spot so many times with Chris.
It's a good place to be in if you're somebody who's looking to learn, to have somebody with the experience of a Chris Carroll right behind you, just kind of watching your lines, maybe saying, okay, if you brake just a little bit sooner or you get on the throttle just a little bit sooner, you're going to pick up a little bit extra speed. And look at this. Hunter Lagunas right on the back bumper of our race leader, Austin Edstrom.
I'm pretty hard-headed, like Mark would tell me, because Mark and Chris both, they try to help me out a lot, but both of them guys are open books. They will help you out anything that you ever need on the racetrack for sure.
1, 2, and 3, toss them under a blanket. Hunter Lagunas keeps it up high. Gonna hold on to that momentum, maybe try and sneak down below Austin Edstrom, but not able to do it that time.
He's found something, though, on that outside lane. He's the only one really doing it right now inside the top 5. You see, he loses a little bit to Carroll on entry. Well, never mind. I was going to say he gains it all back on the exit, but Carroll had a wicked run there. Hunter did too. They're right there to the back bumper now of Edstrom. Just looking for the spot.
Yeah, keeps it down low this time. Does Hunter Lagunas. And Carroll is right on the rear bumper as well.
A note about the 27. He's pretty young. I believe he's 14 or 15, Chris, and he's a dirt driver. He's really not even into asphalt. He has a good I rating. It's like 4,000, I believe. So pretty good I rating on asphalt, but he is a dirt guy. Not ran a whole lot of asphalt. So it's cool to see the 27 come over here and mix and mingle with the Chris Carrolls, the Edstroms, and them.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the fact that he's young, you know, that means he's got a lot of years ahead of him. And great that he's found himself a passion of racing. I think a lot of kids could learn a lot if they got into racing at a younger age. That's something that we it's what we push for really hard at the local track. And it's good to see it happening here on iRacing as well. Well, Carroll only could mentor for so long, and he ended up taking over the spot. Now he is trailing just Austin Edstrom. There is no gap to talk about. Well, maybe about a half a car length as they go into the corner, and Edstrom separates himself a little bit. So Edstrom getting into the corner just a little bit better, but look at the power that the 99 has coming out of the corner.
Absolutely is. I believe he's going to complete the pass right here. It took him under 30 laps to go from 12th all the way back to first. New race leader out front, Mr. Chris Carroll. But Edstrom, he's hanging strong in the outside lane here. Going to get a great momentum launch off the high side here. But not to be. Carroll wins that battle.
Well, hold on, because that battle's not over. Edstrom had that momentum, just as you were talking about. On the outside is where it's at. You can hold on to a lot of speed up there. And he turned down, got side by side with Carroll. Now Carroll has that momentum from the outside, and he is going to hold on to the race lead now.
Hunter Lagoon's falling back a little bit, but he likes to see those two race leaders battling. He knows they're going to slow each other down. But it looks like Carroll might get away from the 87 or get away from the battle right now. As I believe Carroll's just, we can say he's fastest car out here.
Yeah, he has been. He was during practice. He was certainly showing off some speed there. And it translates. It translates from practice to the actual race. Amazing. Going back now to the fourth place runner, that's Jamie Walker. I think he might be playing a little bit of cat and mouse himself. Just taking it easy, putting down some laps. Jamie has not had a great start to the season. Even a fourth place finish tonight would be awesome for him. Boy, would that propel him up through some points. But Jamie Walker currently running in the fourth spot. In fifth, it's Derek Paulson in the sixth car. Kyle Wellman in the sixth spot. And I think he may have figured out that he can't abuse his tires. They just won't take it for a long run. So Wellman right now doing a good job sitting in the sixth spot. Ty Marosco behind him in seventh. Dustin Ping, Brian Dees, and Dalton Kilrow to round out the top 10. Kilrow involved in the accident with Corey Sherman some time ago. Looks to be relatively in good shape as far as the car is concerned. Hasn't had a tremendous amount of speed here as of yet. But don't ever count him out. He's a long distance driver. He loves the long runs. I would say he excels at them. Larry Bell right behind him. We saw Bell kind of getting T-boned action going earlier on. The 4 car. Right now, currently sits in the 11th spot with TBB, the Butcher Benjamin, going underneath for the pass. Behind them, the 33 of John Perkins. He has been super consistent as far as speed goes, but right now, not exactly where I would pick him to be at this point in the race. 13th, make it 12th as he gets around Bell. Dave Seats runs in the 14th in number 14 car. He's been very quiet here tonight. And that's not always a bad thing, but the 14, like I said, running in the 14th spot. Restarting in the 10th spot, currently driving in 15th, the 89 of Philip Van Vliet. Van Vliet, his best time so far tonight, a 23.43, about 0.2 of a second off from our current leader's fast time.
Shameless plug again. The Lone Dutchman, Phil Van Fleet, was also a guest on Race Chatter today.
Oh, yeah.
Another shameless plug.
I think maybe a couple of teenage drivers. We'll get to that. Jason Bauer runs in the 16th spot. He is the last driver on the lead lap, the 9 car. Amanda Sherman just took a spot over from Mike Hamlin, who is currently on track, but several laps down. Amanda, make it 3 laps down herself. Looking for more cautions, maybe try and get herself back up on the lead lap. Mike Hamlin, just talked about him. He's running in the 18th spot. He is working lap 96 to kind of give you an idea of how far back he is. And then we go to some DNFs. Corey Sherman, the first of them. He's going to be scored 19th. Mike Maskingill, 20th. And Chris Berg, who had computer issues at the very start of this race. Not even able to complete 1 lap here tonight. Berg, the Iceberg, going to be finishing in the 21st spot here tonight. That's a recap of where everybody sits on track as of right now. Chris Carroll continues to lead the way over Austin Edstrom.
Our top 2 are kind of in a league of their own right now. Both of them has the cars shook out. They like what they're feeling right now. They're setting quick times. But even still, though, I think the 99 has a slight edge over the 87. But we're going to see over the course of this long run here. Still got some laps remaining before the stage.
The 12 car out in chat saying, go 12. I got to say, Tanner, this has probably been Mark Arthur's best race of the year.
It has been. He hasn't done anything that you could be questioned as dumb, right? So this has been a great night for the 12 so far. Quiet night.
Very quiet night. Very, very quiet night. I'll go ahead and credit him with a 22nd early on in this one. I'm going to make the bold prediction. I'm also looking at the 87 of Austin Edstrom, who is starting to close in on Chris Carroll a little bit. And I could start to wonder. Carroll started this stretch here in 12th spot. Made his way to the front, did it pretty quickly.
I think he did. I think what you're hinting at here is some tires, huh? I think he may have asked a little bit too much out of him.
I think he may have. And I think the only thing that's really stopping Edstrom is he did the same thing. Remember, on that restart, he launched. I mean, he was gone, right? Speaking of gone, no longer running in the 3rd spot. Hunter Lagunas back to 4th. So Hunter, who at one point was looking to challenge for maybe the race lead, now sits in the 4th spot. Jamie Walker was able to get around him. I know I said I thought Jamie was maybe playing a little cat and mouse, but look at him start to open it up a little bit. Between himself and Derek Paulson, who was the driver he was running with, there's a gap between those 2 drivers now. Hunter sits in the middle there, but Jamie, I think, running very consistent laps, and right now running faster than our race leader and our 2nd place runner.
He was a little quicker. I'm going to watch it this time by as Chris Carroll's crossing the stripe now. Chris posted a 24.251. Let's see what Jamie posts here. A touch slower, actually. 24.
Slower this time.
309.
A little bit faster than Edstrom by 20 thousandths.
Those numbers are too small for me. I was just gonna leave that one up to you. My redneck brain was
it,
hurting right there thinking of it.
it's pretty small nonetheless, but the difference was there. I mean,
It's definitely there.
and then I'm looking at it this lap, and our leader and Edstrom were both a little bit quicker than Walker. So I guess I'm going to say that's pretty close, and they're not losing to each other, other than where they sit on track right now. And Edstrom, wow, wicked different line this time. Boy, did he go way up the track.
I'm wondering if he may have missed the corner there, or if he was, like you said, just kind of searching and just trying something different up there. But man, oh man, he could reach out the passenger window and touch that wall almost. He got really high there.
I mean, he actually lost quite a bit of time that lap. He's going to try it again.
He did it again. He's searching. He's looking. He knows there's a caution coming pretty quick. Or not pretty quick. 144, I believe. So about 24 laps to go here.
Is he really looking for traction that high up on the track? That is crazy. And it certainly looks like, yeah, I mean, that's 3 laps in a row right there, Tanner, that we've noticed. And it's not hurting him. It's not hurting him at all. It's not helping him.
Searching or surviving right now, I think. Car may be a little loose. He may have found some more grip right there. Or he is just kind of play around. But you see the groove, right, where it's darker on the track? That's rubber has been laid down, so the groove's up there. I think he's found something here.
He may have, and it just might take some time and patience. Passes don't typically happen every single lap, right? It takes a little time to set it up and get the momentum back on your side. And Edstrom may have found where his car is comfortable. And boy, if he did that, look out.
He lost a little bit early on trying it, but it's pretty much stayed about the same where he fell back to. They're running similar lap times. Carroll is a little, just by a touch, quicker as Edstrom takes it back down to the bottom side of the track that time.
Actually, their lap times are, I mean, 10,000ths of a second difference. Virtually identical. Like, you can't see that. That difference on track, you cannot see. It's less than a bumper. It's about... Oh, well, that's going to change things. As Edstrom came out drifting. As they work around Amanda Sherman. So she falls another lap down.
I think Edstrom had a moment there behind the wheel.
Yeah, oh boy.
Scary here.
Yeah, he did. He did indeed. And as we're looking at the times, I look up and I see Jamie Walker is actually now for sure faster than the top 2.
Ooh, caution.
Caution on the track. Mike Hamlin having issues.
Ooh, Hamlin was already a few laps down.
Oh boy.
So the bad night gets worse for the 11.
I don't know if Hunter had any dealings with that. We saw him very slow and up higher on the track. Maybe some right front damage. Well, let's go back and take a peek live here on TSP. Let's try that again. Hit the right button, Chris.
Ooh, that one looks weird. That one's tough.
So Hamlin.
It's like Ty kind of lost.
Oh, it happened
track
before.
Of the car. Yeah, it happens up in front of Hamlin just a little bit between Ty and Hunter Lagoons.
Let's go back up and see if we can't pick this one out. So Ty and Hunter, yeah, you're right. They get together and hate it for the Soul Stealer because he wasn't doing anything wrong, right? He was just clicking laps, but ended up getting involved in that one. Oh, man. Well, nonetheless, that is caution number 4 here tonight. 3 of them actual contact on track. 1 of them a stage break.
Now, Chris, forgive me because my timing and scoring is still all messed up. Can you tell if anybody pitted yet? Looks like Chris Carroll may have pit.
First driver to go down pit road that I can see in the top 5 is Hunter Lagunas. Last time on...
I think it's telling me Chris Carroll.
What is going on? Yeah, no, you're right. It is telling me that.
It's being really weird.
Okay. Yeah, Austin Edstrom being scored in the first spot. Jamie Walker in second. Chris Carroll just now out of pit road in 11th spot. So he did come down. He was on his pit stall for 12.42 seconds. And yeah, it is just now updating for me as well. So more information coming. Weird. Sometimes it's just weird. If you guys could see this program, you would know that sometimes it's not that we're making stuff up. It literally just weird sometimes. Anyways, up top. Yeah. Let's take a peek here if I can. This is so odd. Yeah, it's showing Austin Edstrom came down 1.22 laps ago. Well, we know that's not right. Jamie Walker make 52 laps ago. You know what? I'm just going to say it's not right, and I'm not going to worry about it. Hi, Constance. Good to see you out there. Lori, good to see you as well. Of course, we know Mark isn't racing, but it's great to see you guys out there in chat. We really do appreciate it, Tanner and I.
Absolutely. Super pumped to see y'all. I was wondering if we would or not. Hope y'all are having a good weekend. Hope you're excited for the eclipse tomorrow. It is tomorrow, correct?
Yes, sir. It sure is.
That's what I thought.
Make sure, guys, that you know what you're doing with those glasses. You use them before and after totality, not during. But don't mess that up. Please do not mess that up. Do not hurt your eyes.
Time out. Use the glasses. What now? Say it again.
Before and after totality, but not during. During is fine. You can look up there and see it all. But before and after, there are wavelengths of light that are coming in that your eyes will get damaged if they look at it.
So you don't wear the glasses when it is total eclipse.
That's right. You can take them off for
I didn't know that.
for about 3 minutes. You can have them off. Make sure you do. It's a pretty cool sight to see.
So
Getting ready to go back green.
We're racing, I know, but we're right there on the edge of 100%. So I don't know if we're actually going to be 100% or not. I think it's out west, just a little bit. But we're really close on the map. I'm excited for it.
If you're not sure, if you're in totality, do not take them off. Be safe. Be safe with your eyes. Be safe with your kids' eyes. That goes for everybody out there. It's better to be cautious. Trust me, there's going to be plenty of videos and such. Heck, my brother-in-law, and this is the guy I learn a lot of this stuff from. It's what he does. He came over from Washington State so he could be in a place of totality, which the whole state of Vermont will be.
Wow.
He came over and he is ready. He is going to be live. He's got a really nice telescope that will be able to show everything without hurting itself. Really cool stuff. Can't wait. It's going to be fun tomorrow. Austin Edstrom on this restart. But he is kicking it again. He is out front by a country mile. Derek Paulson in second spot. Jamie Walker in third. So Walker on the outside didn't get the restart that he was looking for, and now finds himself in the third place. And look at this. We haven't talked about him virtually all night long. The 10 car of Taylor Butcher Benjamin up inside the top 5. Currently getting passed by a couple of his teammates.
He did, but he's been quiet tonight, right? But he's been slowly but surely climbing up the board.
And now, Derek Paulson getting passed by the same couple of teammates. It's the 41-1 show out of MFRD.
Was just on the radio 20 laps ago saying he had too much damage to pass him. I think the damage has been fixed. The 41 has come alive.
Well, the 41's got fresh tires compared to these drivers. Let's not forget that.
That's right. That's right.
But my goodness, he's out of nowhere. And I'll tell you, Ty doesn't have that damage. And Ty's having everything he can to try and hold on to it with the 41. I don't know if he's got enough to pass him for the race lead here. Working lap 134. Sorry, guys, forgot to bring you this back up for you. 135 now out of 240. Stage break, I believe, at the end of lap number 144. Yeah.
I think it's going to come. I think the program's currently messed up. I'm pretty sure it's going to throw it on as soon as they take lap 144. Is what I heard earlier.
Yes.
But Dalton and Ty went up there, took the lead away, and they're looking to put people laps down now. I mean, look, you don't even see the pack behind them anymore in the same picture shot. They have opened it up to a big lead.
Yeah, and again, look, it's cool that you can do it. I'd be backing the hell down, Tanner. I would not be pushing my tires like this.
You got a caution coming pretty quick.
Yeah, do not stare at the sun. Public service announcement live. You heard it. You're first or second or maybe for the 1,000th time live here on True Sim Productions.
I hate Jimmy. I love him, but I hate him.
Look, there are times if you're in full totality, there are times you can take the glasses off, and I'll leave it at that. How's that? I won't presume to tell anybody.
Map. I'm seeing if I'm told totality or not.
It's great. Everybody's got these glasses that they can look up with, but nobody's telling anybody how to use them. And we do have a battle now for the race lead. Ty Morosco looking to the inside of the 41. Teammate Dalton Kilrow couldn't quite get it done that time. Had a little bit of a push, had to let off the throttle, or else he was risking both cars. So good job out of Ty.
I stand corrected, by the way. All 100% totality is barely going to clip Kentucky, just barely.
Oh, there you go. So at full
I'll
totality,
still see a clip tomorrow, won't I? It just won't be like 100% black or whatever.
Yeah, if you're not in full totality, you will get dark. You just won't be quite as dark as it is here.
Right. Okay. Yeah, PSA sun lessons with Chris Legoo on TSB.
That's what we're here for.
It is cool to know. I didn't know that. I had no idea. We got 3 pairs in there in the basically the drawer everybody has where you just cram stuff in it. Yeah, we got 3 pairs in there just waiting.
They're new, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you can only use them once. They have a lifespan.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's whoa, big moment at a time, Ross.
Oh, my goodness. I almost lost it right there, and so did Ty.
Ty really got really close to losing it right there. Do you know what time it's supposed to be? I don't know nothing about it, really. Emily does.
Well, that's the thing, okay?
The
way this is going to work, yeah, it's different for everybody.
I'll have to look it up in my area, then we'll figure it out. That moment, Adam Morosco's allowed Kilroy a little bit of breathing room. Caution will be coming out right here.
I was going to say caution should be dropping next time they cross the line.
That program's weird. So a while ago, it threw it on 72 as soon as they took it. Now I think it's going to throw it at the correct time. Maybe, if it throws it.
It is. There it is. Okay. Whew. I was getting a little nervous. I'm like, I don't have admin control. I hope you do.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Caution. Caution is out. Stage number 2 complete. Dalton Kilrow, Ty Morosco, Hunter Lagunas, Jamie Walker, and Austin Edstrom. Your top 5.
It don't amount to much because I'm just a broadcaster, but I want to say we've been hard on the guys and lady past few weeks, so kudos to them tonight. Putting on a good show here tonight, and racing with some respect. It's been a rough few weeks, and it's awesome to see they can do it, right? So shout out to them.
Derek Paulson, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Kyle Wellman, John Perkins, and Dave Seats round out your top 10 and points getters for those bonus points for stage winning, or stage top 10s, I guess. Now,
I totally interrupted your stage.
No, it's okay. Look,
my bad.
It gives me a chance to take a breath or five, and I don't mind.
Busy pit road now.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, this is going to get, because I think everybody's coming. I think we ran just enough laps. And I got to tell you something else, too. We've only used 2 sets of tires, which means these guys that just took tires to help win that stage, well, they could take them again right now. It wouldn't hurt them. And that's exactly what the 41 is doing. Look at this. Man.
I got up there and got that track position.
Yeah.
Now he's on the same strategy as they are. So he's not behind or even ahead on tires. He's just ahead on track position. Hell of a car, the 41.
And the one car just barely beats his teammate off from pit road. Ty Morosco is going to be our race leader.
And after go.
This is great. This is good stuff, man.
Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm blinking, I think. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the other side.
Do you hear me?
Am I no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You had a blink. Nobody noticed.
No cars on the track right now.
Oh boy.
Oh, they're back. Nice. All right, we're good. Good. Crisis averted. Maybe. One thing we can't control, even us, is internet.
That's it.
It affects us too.
That's why sometimes I'm a little hesitant about saying stuff, because what I see and what other people see might be very different.
Right. I lost all cars right then. I didn't see anything right then. Nothing.
Lori's out there saying hi to us, Tanner. She's been watching for a little while, but finally getting around to saying hi. Oh, different Lori. That's a different Lori.
Oh.
We had Lori Lyle before, and now we have Lori. All right.
And it's a different color green as well.
Different everything. Now I'm confused.
I feel like we have just been swindled.
I do too. I think we threw out extra highs and everything. Man, I only have so many more of those to give out this season.
Yeah, we're pushing the limit, aren't we? I just picked up what you said. We gotta have fun up here, ladies and gentlemen.
I got plenty to give away. Come on.
As we're coming up close to the 100 to go mark. These races are long. They're a grind for these drivers too, folks. I promise you. So
I know what it is. Lori has 2 accounts, so she can give us 2 thumbs up.
Oh, that's kind of cheating the system, but we'll take it. We will allow it. Make a third account, Lori.
People have 2 thumbs. You might as well be able to give 2 thumbs up.
I like that. I like that. Oh, it really is still her. She just lost the Lyle part.
Yeah. It's a different account. Yeah. Yep. There it is. See? Verification. She was giving us 2 thumbs up. Hot damn.
Nice. Create a third one.
Now, don't get greedy.
This video's gonna get flagged from YouTube. Just fishing for likes or something.
Too good. Well, it is going to be a heck of a run from here on out. We're going to lap 240. We got 90 laps to go. I believe 1 pit stop going to be needed.
My math was all off while ago too. I said only 100 laps to go. I was on Mike Hamlin. That's why I said that. He's like 10 laps down. So yeah, only 90 laps to go now. Excuse me.
And here we go. Todd Morosco gets a launch. Jamie Walker, who was behind him, trying to hold on for second spot. And he does. The 41 going to fall quick because here comes Austin Edstrom for third. Edstrom takes it over.
Power move by Edstrom there. And now this run, 90 laps, it's just long enough to abuse some tires. We see after about 30 to 40 laps, lap times, they fall off a cliff. So still got to manage right now, but the 88 is not managing anything but track position. He's to the inside of Morosco as he's going to take quick work there.
For the first, I believe, no, not the first time tonight, but Jamie Walker back to the front. I forgot he had led some laps earlier. Now, what are you thinking here as a driver, Tanner? You got 90 laps to go. You know tires are at a premium here. Do you split this thing right down the middle and call it 45 laps to go before you come back down?
I think that's the initial game plan, but as drivers, you know, that's going to change as this run goes on based on what you do with the tires and based on who pits early or not. You don't want to pit too early, but you don't want to pit too late. That middle is always a sweet point. It is.
Tanner, you got yourself a drink?
I do indeed.
I got myself a drink, and I would really like to have some. I guess the only way I can really get away with doing that, I think we're going to have to crank it up.
Let's crank it up.
Honestly, one of the things I miss about broadcasting is the crank it up feature. I absolutely love that. And it's so good to have everybody out here tonight on True Sim Productions. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got ourselves a new race leader through all of that. Kyle Wheelman Wellman leads the way over Jamie Walker and Taylor Butcher Benjamin.
My goodness, you caught him it again.
I am, and I'm telling you why right now. He has got himself set up really well right now. If he knows that he can go about 40, 45 laps or so and then swap out his tires, you know he's going to be foot to the floor for 45 laps. I love watching that. Jamie Walker having some issues, though. He is sliding back as TBB, the Butcher, finally showing up here for the season, running in second spot. Man, oh man. I'm still trying to get over that, crank it up. I love doing that.
I actually turned into a viewer and started watching it. I like it too.
It hurts the ears. I will say that.
It's loud. She's loud, for sure.
Lap 165 of 240. And we have gone nose to tail racing once again. I would need a mathematician to do the work for me here a little bit, but I believe Chris Carroll has led the most amount of laps of the race so far. Currently, he is just inside the top 10 in 9th spot. Derek Paulson are right behind him. Dustin Ping on the outside behind, I think may have touched the wall last lap, but it didn't hurt him as he got him round the 41 of Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe has slipped all the way back to 12th spot. So that damage that you were talking about, it may be there on the car. And it was the fresh tires that got him to the lead for that last stage.
I think so. Now that he don't have the tire advantage, the car woes are starting to show.
The big thing.
Wildman is flirting with being out almost a full second over the Butcher right now, but the Butcher is starting to close in on him.
I would say right now we'd have a couple of very happy drivers, 3 in fact, if this were to end right now. Wellman, Butcher,
Ford,
Benjamin, and Seats.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The Butcher and Seats, they haven't really flirted with the top 4, top 3 yet, but now they are, right? Wellman got up here earlier, burnt the stuff up. Maybe he learned from that. Like you mentioned, he learned earlier, they can go about 30, 40 laps before he really started falling off hard. Well, guess what? That's right in the middle of this final stage. I think he set up success here.
Yeah, I think he is. And only time is going to tell, right? We're working lap 171 now. So by my math, we're just under 70 laps to go. About 68, in fact.
Yeah, Chris Carroll, Austin Edstrom, the 2 that have been the other leaders of the night. Austin Edstrom currently slotted in 8th, got some traffic in between him and the Wildman and some time, but Chris Carroll is also right there with him as Edstrom trying to make a pass over Larry Bell. So Edstrom now goes to P7, so he's chipping away, but I don't know. I just don't know if the time's there. It may come down to green flag pit stops. And the Butcher may have something to do with all this as well, because he's really fast right now.
And Larry Bell, he is having all kinds of difficulties now. I think the last 2 consecutive corners, he's been into the wall. This time, coming out of the corner a little bit further away. So I think he may have stopped that line that he was working, and now he's got some traffic underneath him.
Ooh, big moment out of our race leader, Kyle the Wildman Wellman. As the 10 car starting to close in on him, I think the Wildman's feeling the pressure a little bit. A big moment out of the 42 coming out of turn number 2.
Look, right now, my best advice to Kyle would be back it down. If you can stay in the top 3 during this cycle on your tires, that gives you, oh my goodness. Oh no, no. Oh, Wellman hard into the wall. And man.
I called it, man. I mean, we saw it. I just saw it the lap before, so I said it. He was really loose that turn, too. He may still be leading. That car's hurt. That car's hurt.
Yeah, that thing got pancaked hard on the right side, and I thought it was going to collect up the Butcher.
And
now the
Seats.
Butcher goes down in the inside. Here comes Seats. He's going to fill the gap, so the Butcher is committed.
Edstrom said today on Race Chatter, if you try to save these cars, you go straight up to the wall. Kyle Wildman-Wellman has a meatball flag. He has to go down pit road.
Oh, man. That is just an absolute shame. And I was just saying to back it down, right? I mean, I needed to be like one lap sooner. But there was
feeling the pressure from the 10.
Yeah.
The 10 was just reeling him in.
Man, oh, man. And you just, as a driver, it's counterintuitive to back away from the throttle. It really is. But you know you're not going to win this lap. It's not the last lap. And you know you have another stint. You know you have 4 freshies. That's an absolute shame for Kyle Wellman.
Yeah, I hate that for the Wild Man.
Well, yeah. That's what it ended up being, right? We didn't know which driver we had. Darn it. Well, that sets us up for a pretty good battle here. Honestly, for the lead, you got Dave Seats, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, and here comes the 88 of Jamie Walker. It's a 3-car battle for the race lead.
Absolutely is. That little moment backed up the Butcher and backed him up into Dave Seats and Jamie Walker. And don't look now, the Love's number 33, Perkins. He's coming, and Ty Morosco as well. Yeah,
and don't count down either one of those cars because you just don't know. They have been very, very good and very, very consistent this season. Wellman looking to come out of pit road. Not terrible 2 laps.
Perkins, the 33 at Bristol, didn't have a front nose on that car.
No nose. And my goodness, yeah. What a ride he had that night.
And remember, he got wrecked out on, like, it was either lap 1 or lap 2. It was early.
It was very early, yeah.
So he showed he can persevere. As Walker got around Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. The Butcher's struggling a little bit on his low side now.
First time this season, Dave Seats has taken control of the race. Seats, kind of known as a road driver.
Right.
Making the left-hand turns count here tonight.
Seats said on a pre-race show before that he just tries to maximize what he can on the ovals because he knows his bread and butter is the road course. Well, right now, he's maximizing all right. Oh, a little bit of internet issue out of him. Looks like Walker is going to keep pecking at him on this low line and eventually get this position unless the 14 can get clear right here with the momentum, as he cannot.
Yeah, but you saw that little twitch at the end for the 88. What is that going to do to the right rear tire? Jamie has got to be careful.
Make it mad. And when it's mad, it fights back.
Oh,
Here
yeah,
comes
it does.
Perkins as well. Oh, it's getting exciting.
All that nose-to-tail driving and all the patience of this entire race, throw it out the door. It's getting close to the end.
You see just how tough it is to pass. I think the 88 is not a lot faster than the 14, just a click faster than the 14. But the 14's nailing these exits right here, giving a little bit up on entry, but making it back tenfold on exit with that momentum he's building.
Yeah, and I think Jamie's trying to use a little bit of the middle of the track and not take out Dave Seats at the same time. So a little extra added effort coming out of the 88 right now, which is only going to serve to hurt those tires even more. But that said, Jamie Walker to the front, and Dave Seats has a little bit of a wiggle coming out of the corner. Almost collected up to 33.
An asphalt version of a slide job. Jamie just drove it off in there a little bit deeper, let the car wash up once he got clear of Dave. Dave into the outside wall now right in front of Edstrom. As there's 5 cars, throw a blanket over him right here. Amanda Sherman going down pit road, so pit stops are about to start happening as well.
Amanda might be going down pit road just to get out of the way. These guys are racing.
Throw a blanket right here over 5 cars.
Through 6th.
You know who's loving this?
Jamie Walker. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is absolutely ecstatic for this because without having to push the car any harder. Oh, Dave Seats!
To the outside
Oh,
wall.
my
Contact.
God!
Chris Carroll involved. Take this race and flip it over on its freaking lid. Morosco's involved.
What in the hell just happened? That was so sudden. Too sudden. Wow. Let's go back. And you're going to see why I say it's sudden. It's like, bam. Like something broke. Now, I'm sure at a different angle, that's going to show me contact. But my God, that was sudden. Let's go back. Edstrom and Seats. Oh. There was no contact. I'm going to take that right off the table. The 14 started sliding. He tried to correct it, and as soon as he turned the tires to the right, that car just launched itself into the wall. What a absolute heartbreaker for David Seats. Wow. And he isn't the only one. Trust me when I say he is not the only one that got hurt off from that deal. Chris Carroll was involved, and Carroll was down pit road just about a half a lap or so before that. At least by my timing and scoring. So Carroll now pinned one lap down, and without the option of the lucky dog this time, he's going to stay down that lap. Amanda Sherman, I believe, would be next in line to get a lucky dog. Man, all from correcting. And we talked about that correcting earlier on in the race, Tanner, where it starts to go one way. You have to counter steer or else something bad's going to happen. And all of a sudden, traction. And we just witnessed it.
110%.
It was just so sudden. I was thinking in the back of my head that something like that happened, but the first replay, y'all heard me. I was like, it might have been some contact. We're going to have to look at it at a different angle. And boom, there it was, clear as day. No contact. And then hard contact right into the wall. Ty Morosco sitting in the infield care center. We're going to bring him on up. Wicked just happened. Driver number 1, Ty Morosco. Ty, last couple of races, you've had the opportunity to come on up into the post-race interview. Tonight, not going to be your night.
Yeah. We had a fast MFRD number 1 Ford Mustang tonight. Fast on the long run, able to save the tires, and I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. You can't even do anything there.
Yeah,
the lack of control from ahead.
Well, I think if you go back and watch, you're gonna see it. And look, it's hard to pin this one. This is this is the track, this is the tire, but seats started to slide. He had to counter steer, and as soon as he did, it's like the traction gods gave him all the traction in the world, and straight up into the wall he went. It was so sudden.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. I know when you get that little, when you're feeling like you're gonna go, you're better off just hitting the brakes, and that straightens out the car. But very unfortunate. Just very upset with how that happened, because we were right there, and just 50 laps to go. You're just gonna be, we're gonna be up there in contention, and it just got ripped away from us right there, and that it just sucks.
Yeah, no, for sure, and definitely we can hear the disappointment in your voice. And look, I know the night's pretty well done because the amount of damage that was done. You're going to be several laps down, even if you weren't able to make it out. Are you going to try?
We're gonna try. I mean, we tried to go back out there, but the rear end was still out of whack, so we're gonna have to repair it a little bit more, and we'll try to get back out there and maybe keep our position or something.
Okay, buddy. Well, listen, I'm going to give you an opportunity here in just a second, but listen, you did have a fast number one car here tonight. You got a couple of teammates out there. I know the 41's got some damage from a previous incident, and it's definitely showing on the screen. But the 12 car, he's not the 12 car, excuse me.
He ain't here tonight.
No, he's not here tonight. The 10 car was the one I was going for. TBB has been surprisingly quick here, and getting quicker, it seems, towards the end of it. Does he have a shot, do you think?
Yeah, I think he has a good shot. He definitely has a better short run car, I will say. We're struggling a little bit on the long run earlier in the race, so if it's short run, I wouldn't put it past him. He's one of the fastest ones out there. Also, the 6 car looking good on the long run as well. So hopefully them two can get up there and get us a win for MFRD, because, man, I thought we had a chance to win tonight, and it just, like, that quick.
Yeah, it bit you. It bit you quick. Who do you have on the one that you need to thank tonight?
Michael Falk, MF Racing Designs, doing amazing paint. Hate to destroy it. Have to bring it back to the shop and get it repainted. We'll see what we come out with next week. But yeah, I'd like to think that, and obviously the league sponsors, Ohio Indiana Roofing, Blackhawk, Buckhaker, Priority Auto, and Five Kings. But yeah, and you guys in the booth, keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, definitely frustrating and hard hit we took there. But we'll see if we can get back out there.
Yeah, I can definitely hear it in your voice, Ty. All right, buddy, we're going to let you go. Good luck, and we will see you next week.
Yep.
All right, Ty Marosca, driver of the number one.
Dejected. He's very dejected.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. And, yeah, you can hear it in his voice. There's absolutely no question about it. It's a shame. It really is a shame. Oh, boy, Austin Edstrom. Edstrom having troubles, coming back out of track, trying to save it. Oh, man, just keep it rolling, get it back on track. Nice. Okay. Oh, my God, that was close.
He wrecked for a full backstretch, and he saved that damn car.
I don't know how the hell he did it. I really don't.
He took some damage along the way, some bullet wounds, some scars, right? But in the end, he saved that car.
Yeah, another MFRD car, just no luck whatsoever.
It's a wonder that car didn't come back out on the racing surface there and create a big wreck.
Yeah, unbelievable.
That's going to allow Jamie Walker to be man front and center once again. And the number 88 does have the number 6 puppy mobile, Derek Paulson. We know he's quick here at Dover and TBB. And don't look now, but 81. Dustin Payne, throw his name in the hat. He's riding inside the top 4.
Absolutely. Look, he's another driver that's had all kinds of speed, just maybe hasn't had the luck so far this season. But he's just outside the top 3 right now. He's got to do a little bit of work to try and get into that podium finish. 204 laps complete.
It's our job to be completely 100% unbiased in the booth, but we had a race day race chatter. I picked Jamie Walker. I'm 1 point behind. I might be secretly rooting on 88 right now.
I don't know that anybody can blame you. I mean, You thought he was going to win. You picked him to win. You want him to win. What's wrong with that?
That's a point right there for the race chatter pick 'em.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Go 12. Thanks, Lori. Way to rub that one in. I appreciate that. I got the scars to prove that every once in a while I screw up. All right, maybe more than that. I guarantee you right now, the top 10 drivers are the only drivers on the lead lap. Running in 11th right now, Amanda Sherman.
Speaking of 12, I can tell you for certain he's going to get a top 25 finish tonight.
Heck yeah. I mean, honorary, right?
Right.
But we'll give it to him.
No points or nothing, of course.
No, I wouldn't give him any points. I'd take points away because he didn't show up. It's got to be like some penalty.
The eclipse penalty. He's going to the eclipse too.
He's going to get enough of a penalty. I'll tell you. You wait until after this race when the points are published. It is going to be a massacre for the 12 car.
And I'm almost positive no drop weight races or anything in this. You have what you have when it comes down to the playoffs.
Yep.
Jamie Walker's opened it up a little bit over second place. The Butcher.
Yeah. Well, the Butcher just barely took it over. Derek Paulson went way high. Dustin Ping and Taylor Butcher Benjamin were able to get underneath him. So now Derek is going to have to work from 4th spot. John Perkins holding down a top 5 right now in that 33. Larry Bell, despite the night that he's had, is looking to pass John Perkins right now for 5th spot. That could be a comeback of the night right here is the 4 car.
I'm secretly biased to it too, because that's my number. He's running my charter for me this year.
Yeah, I know it. Trust me, every time I have to say 4 and Larry Bell together, it's...
Do you think of Tanner Moore?
Yeah, a little bit.
Great. That's
kind of used to saying it, you know? Between this league and a couple others that I've called throughout the time. Yeah, that's your number.
Like the 4 car flipping down the backstretch yet again.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, Lord. But it is cool. It is a great comeback story. Look, if he can finish in the top 5, great job for Larry Bell. And hey, you know, the charter owner probably be a little proud of that too, right?
I'm happy to see it too. Absolutely. As Larry Bell, he's a short tracker, right? He likes the short tracks. That's where he's going to run the best at. And although Dover, yes, it's a mile in length, it drives and feels like a really, really fast short track.
Well, it sure does, including the elevation changes in and out of the corners. It certainly does drive very similar to a short track, absolutely.
It's just a bigger Saturday night show. Basically just a bigger Saturday night track. But it's fast. It's bad fast out here. They're going about 165, 170 when they enter these corners. They're fast out here.
Yeah. Actually, Jamie Walker, right, was hitting 172.
That was just a random guess, too. Wow.
No, that's pretty good.
That was pretty good. I'll toot my own horn. As the laps are starting to wind down, it's all the 88 Exalta machine tonight. He won't go back to Mountain Dew, will he?
Nah, I don't. At least he's out of that Oreo car. I think
he realized the Oreo car was no good for him right now.
Yeah, no bueno. This is bueno.
Oh, as he just got into the outside wall, though.
I think he just rubbed it a little bit. No big deal.
A little tank slap.
Yeah.
Just making sure it was still out there.
Making sure the safer barriers were still safe. There is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on your screen right now. You see the pretty spread out.
This is what we've seen all night. When they go about 30 or so laps, 30 or more laps, you start seeing who has the pace over the course of the long run.
Yeah. Ty Morosco may not have been wrong. I'm watching the 6 car kind of reel in the 10 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Let's take it back into that conversation for just a second. It was said that TBB had a really good short run car, but not so good on the longer runs, and we're working our way into a longer run right now. And yeah, the 6 car right on the back bumper, threatening to take second away from his teammate, Taylor Butcher Benjamin.
I think Butcher, I was just about to say, I think the Butcher will eventually let him have it because he can't waste a whole lot of time battling here. So the Butcher gives way. That's still going to allow Taylor Butcher Benjamin to be in the top 3, right? Never know. 6 get up there and catch Jamie. They get the wrecking. Well, you're winning, right? So it pays to be a good teammate. Good karma definitely pays off in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, you've raced around Taylor. I mean, there's nothing bad to be said about him.
Absolutely not. But he will race when it's go time. When it's go time, he will get up on the wheel with the best of them.
Oh, yes, he will.
Right now, he knows there's still 20 laps to go. A lot can happen in these next 20 laps.
Tom Roscoe was able to make it back out on track, although several laps down and slightly damaged, and I'm sure not feeling the best. But he is back out on track, so good on him.
That right, say he's pissed. He's pissed right now. He's not happy right now.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say it, but you're absolutely right. He's just not happy, and even explaining it to him, and he understanding and going back and looking, he don't care right now. Right now, he doesn't care. Tomorrow, he'll look at it a couple of times tonight, I'm sure, and go, yeah. I mean, there's just nothing you can do there. It's still gonna suck, and he's still gonna be disappointed, but he ain't gonna be angry. Right now, he's angry. Absolutely.
The best way to forget about it is next Sunday come out and give him hell.
Yeah.
And we know he can do it. We know the 1 car can do it.
Boy, this could be something that we've been waiting a long time on here tonight.
Don't jinx it.
I got to talk about it. It's kind of our job.
That's my point. Don't jinx it. I do. I think so, though. I'm starting to be less nervous.
I won't say it specifically, but I will say right now the gap 2.4 seconds, and it seems to be getting a little bit bigger every single time our current leader goes around the corner. See how I didn't say his name?
Right. He's starting to work with some lap traffic now, coming up on Dalton Kilroe, but I think the track's fairly clean in front of the 41. Yeah. I do not have the best camera angle, so it's hard to tell.
It's fine. It's clear, and I think the 41's probably going to give way. He does. He moves up the track. The 88 going to take the bottom side and move right around. Did he hold them up a little bit? Not really. Which is a great thing. I mean, honestly, it's a great thing to see. He could have held him up. He has every right to.
He has a teammate catching him, right? He definitely
That's right. He has 2 teammates catching him, right? I mean, if there was a time to hold somebody up, that would have been it, and it didn't happen. And so good on Dalton for being the driver that we know he is. I mean, let's be honest. Right now, Dalton Kilroe being scored in the 10th spot. He is not on the lead lap, but he is only 1 lap down, which is pretty good.
Absolutely. Solid top 10 for him since he was wrecked earlier.
Yeah, I mean, that car, even to this moment in the race, is not up to top speed. So really, really good job for Dalton to hang in there and get every point possible. Every week, I say it. Points. They all matter. I don't care if it's the first race or the last race. Every single point matters.
Talking about points, the lone Dutchman. Don't look now, but he's up to P6, and he is actually, I believe, from the eye test, catching John Perkins and company in front of him.
Yeah, the gap has been shrinking. Of course, I'm a TNA driver, so again, you say you don't want to jinx it and you don't want to do this or that, but look, I'm sitting here looking at Philip's time, and it is definitely shrinking down to John Perkins. If the race were to finish right now, Philip Van Vliet, the lone Dutchman, picks up the TNA banner.
I'm rooting for him. Sorry, Amanda. I love you, girlie. Love you, Corey, but I'm rooting for the lone Dutchman right now.
Corey, he's been out of it since lap 57.
Right.
So
He's probably not even hearing this right now.
Nah. He's off in bed or relaxing or let's just say he's not in team speak.
Edson went around turn 1. Ooh,
Oh, look out!
King involved. Edson was driving across the track. Don't know why he was driving across the track.
Oh man.
Oh no.
All right. We are gonna go back. And we're gonna have to go back a little bit further.
This might make race chatter, but not top 10.
He's slow and he's up high, and then something broke in that car. Something broke. He had a line to come out of that corner without this happening. Something broke in that car.
From Dalton, his wheelbase came undone.
Yep. Something big happened, and we hear it at the end. His throttle was stuck on as well.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah, he had a issue.
I watched that live and could not believe what I was seeing. Dustin Payne running inside the top 5 got pretty heavy damage from that now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He got squeezed in between Edstrom and the wall. Jamie Walker, though, did not want to see that. I can tell you that for certain.
Well, so here's the kicker. With this caution, Dalton Kilroy now back on the lead lap. We'll start with that. But Jamie Walker is getting a fresh set of tires. Jamie Walker has had a kind of car a little bit akin to the 10 car of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. It has been very fast at the beginning of a run. And then eventually it kind of dies down a little bit. I don't think this is going to hurt him. Look at all the cars ahead of our race leader that are going to go around. Now, some of them are coming down pit road, but there are 4 cars looking to go around that pace car.
Get one of those laps back.
Hamlin, Morosco, Bauer, and Amanda Sherman all going to get a lap back. The battle will be for the win here, as we are currently running lap 232. 232 is being worked presently. Race ends at the end of lap 240.
It's about time to visit the pay window for one of these drivers.
Yeah, it's that, and it's time that Chris is only using about 1 butt cheek's worth of seat. Does the 88 have what it's going to take to win tonight? Or will somebody else inside of the top 10 make a run? Of the cars in the top 10, I will say Jamie Walker has been the fastest all night. Dustin Ping on pit road.
Dang it. I hate to see that because he had such a good run going.
Top 8 cars, as we're getting ready to restart, will be on the lead lap. Buckle up, Tanner. I don't know that we've seen the last of it. It's going to be Walker, Paulson, Butcher Benjamin, Perkins, Van Vliet, and Bell. Your top 6 to restart here at Dover. It's going to be a 6-lap shootout, and it starts now. Jamie Walker absolutely out of a cannon to
Big
restart this race.
Six of Derek Paulson lit him up like a drag car. No, it's going to get
Oh, look out. Oh, John Perkins just about got into the left rear. The battle between 2 MFRD drivers, Paulson and Butcher Benjamin, side by side for second spot. Benjamin not going to win that one. The battle right now looking like it might be for third spot. We have somebody go. Oh, it's Brian Dees off from the wall. John Perkins looking to try and figure out a way into the top 3. The 10 car off from the wall that time. These guys are letting it all hang out. 4 laps to go. 4 miles left. Make it 3.5 as they're halfway down the backstretch.
And they click off fast. Very fast if you're one of these drivers. Jamie Walker now going to see popsicle sticks up in the air for next time by.
Jamie Walker just ran a 22.94. That is hauling the mail. Jamie looking for his first win this season in the 88. Popsicle sticks now up in the air as Jamie rounds through turns 1 and 2 on the backstretch.
It's been a roller coaster for the 88 all season long, been nothing but downs. Can he climb up here? It's going to be white flag in the air for the final time around the Monster Mile.
Derek Paulson doing everything he can. A 22.90 last lap, trying to catch our race leader. 22.88 last time by. Now for Derek Paulson, a 23 even for Jamie Walker. It's not going to be enough, though, as Jamie Walker rolls through 3 and 4. He's going to pick up the throttle and pick up the race win. Paulson off from the wall. And Taylor Butcher Benjamin finishing 3rd.
Hell of a race out of that top 3.
Wow. Well, there's the point you needed.
It is indeed.
As Jamie Walker finally gets that monkey off his back, and he gets to celebrate for the first time this season. And I hope he's going to do it. Give me that Polish victory lap, Jamie. Yes, sir. He is going to do it.
Everybody telling him thank you in Jamie's fashion. Not excited at all. Thanks, everybody. He don't, if you ever notice with his moods, he's never too high or too low, right?
He does try and keep an even keel, but I will tell you, there have been some races this year that he has been super unhappy with, and this could be the first of many this season.
I think it's the catalyst. I think it's the catalyst of what's to come for that 88.
Yeah, it really very well could be. Great job out of Jamie Walker to win here tonight. Well, what do you say we do some post-race interviews?
Let's do it.
I'm going to dial it up. I got the driver of the number 10 here dialed right up. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Chris and Tanner up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you guys.
Well, bud, it's been a hell of a season here for you so far. You missed the first couple, and then you started racing, and took you a little bit, I think, maybe to get acclimated to the car, but here you are. Podium finish finally for the 10 car.
Yeah, you're right. still trying to get used to this car, even though it's been on the service 3 years now, and especially this track, I screwed up qualifying at the wall on my second lap, and then first stage, I just couldn't go anywhere. It was just overdriving and almost went a lap down even. But then second stage, I think I figured it out a little bit. I got lucky a couple times though with some of those wrecks. I warped through Ty on one of those, and then when Austin had his wheel malfunction there at the end, I barely missed him too. So fortunate enough to come home with a P3. I consider this one of my home tracks, and yeah, I can tell I'm out of breath. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot going on. Somehow I managed to not get myself out of breath and blow myself up for the last few laps. But what a finish for you. Congratulations for bringing it home in the top 3. Taylor, who do you got to thank on that number 10?
Well, definitely MFRD, Michael Falk for the paint schemes, and everybody, Derek, Dalton, Ty, Brian, Austin. A pretty solid day for us overall, even though some of us didn't get the finish that we could really have gotten. Of course, thank Buck Kicker and Five Kings and Ohio and Indiana Roofing and Blackhawk, and of course you guys for doing the broadcast, and of course the fans tuning in.
Yeah, that's the biggest one for us, Taylor. I again got to thank you, bud. Congratulations for finishing in the top 3 here tonight. I've been waiting for this moment. I knew it was going to come. And here you are.
Yep, hopefully it's the first of many this season. Hopefully finally break the long winless streak.
There you are. It's the Butcher Benjamin, driver of the number 10, bringing it home in 3rd spot tonight. And Tanner, I believe you got a hold of the number 6.
I do right here, Mr. Derek Paulson. You're live in the booth. I copy.
I do.
So, Derek, you had a big moment there on that last restart. Talk me through what happened, brother.
Yeah, I should have just started in second. I probably could have gave Jamie something if I wouldn't have spun my tires there on the restart. But yeah, that was a butt pucker moment, I would say. I was very concerned I was going to wreck everyone behind me, but we lucked out of that and got away with a second.
Very much. So you got your second top 5 of the season. I'm going to ask you kind of an off-the-wall type of question, just overall. How you liking the car and the season thus far for the 6 camp?
Oh, this is the first time getting interviewed here. It's been, the beginning of the season was rough. I had some rough tracks all in a row at the beginning. So, it makes a guy, it was a long first month, I'd say that. But other than that, it's not been so bad. I do not mind the car. I don't know if they did some updating to it when the car first came out. I just couldn't stand it. But as of late, I really don't mind it. I just plug away at it.
Well, that's good to hear, because that's a topic we hear a lot right now is the car. Well, Derek, you brought home a second-place finish right there. Who do we got to thank for the number 6 car, buddy?
Oh, I got to thank Ohio and Indiana Roofing. I got to thank Blackhawk Motorsports, Butt Kicker, Priority Auto, MF Racing Designs, and 5K Motorsports for all the sponsoring they do. I got to thank you two guys up in the booth. We're lucky to have you two broadcasting us every week. And got to thank Team MFRD. They know who they are. Always good racing with them. And I got to thank Michael Falk for the paints. And I think that's it.
Right on, buddy. Well, congratulations there on your second place finish. 2 MFRD drivers inside the top 3. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
And that was the driver of the number 6 Puppy Power tonight, Derek Paulson. And that leaves us, of course, with just one driver to talk to. It's the Exalted driver, no longer the Oreo car, and maybe we'll stick with this one for a little bit, but it's the 88 of Jamie Walker. Jamie, Chris, and Tanner up in the booth. You got a copy?
It's been a long time no see you guys. It's good to see you.
Oh, man, yeah, that's exactly what the first words were going to be out of me were, it's been a long time coming. You got the monkey off your back now. What's it going to be for the rest of the season? Did this build enough confidence in you to think that, you've got a valid shot here this season?
As long as we continue to race every race here, I might have a shot.
Okay. What tracks do you think that you have a pretty good shot at with this car, with this setup, at maybe duplicating tonight's performance? Are there?
I don't know. I mean, this car, this is the first time I've really been in it this season. I'm still learning it. It's still got its twerks that I'm trying to figure out. And finally tonight, I was able to hook up on everything and made a small adjustment there after that first stage and slowed my pace down a little bit. I was able to do a lot better.
Yeah, that was one of the things that we noticed kind of in that first stage is you got yourself out to a lead and then started really falling back. That was just tire wear?
Yeah, tire wear and then just logging laps. I didn't want to wear myself down and beat myself up by getting out there so far and wearing myself up for the end of the race.
Right. Okay. Well, man, I am beyond happy that we're having a chance to talk here. Not only just the podium, but top spot on the podium. It has been way too long. Jamie, I'm very happy to see you up here. I'm not going to lie. You're one of my favorites. You always have been. I don't think that's any surprise to anybody that's been following Blazing Pedals for any number of years. So that leaves me with who do you have to thank on this 88 car, and when are we going to get a do car from you?
I'm still working on it, but I don't know. This 88 Exalta car has been pretty good luck, other than, I ran it last week. It ran good. I just made some stupid mistakes, and I think I lost fuel at some point. Wasn't able to get fuel in the car, so that's what screwed my whole race up 2 weeks ago. But I just want to thank you guys. You guys take your Sundays off just to watch us go around the track. You could be out here with us, but you choose to stay in the booth and help out. That's just awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. Blazing Pedals for putting this league on, and just everybody involved. I can't thank these guys enough.
All right, buddy. Well, I, again, want to congratulate you for a nice, solid race here tonight. Finally able to put one together, and it's got to feel good. I'm going to let you go celebrate it.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. It would have been nice to run with the couple of other big guys, but I see they had their trouble today. I don't know if I caused anything, but I apologize if I did.
All right, Jamie Walker, driver of the number 88, getting it done here at Dover. And that is going to leave us with just one little thing left. The race results. We had 21 drivers take the start of the green. Jamie Walker tops them all in his 88. Derek Paulson, Taylor Butcher Benjamin rounding out the top 3. Top 5 include John Perkins and Larry Bell. Dalton Kilroe able to come back from disaster and finishing 6th spot. Philip Van Vliet with the TNA banner this week, finishing in 7th spot. Brian Dees in 8th. Dustin Ping and Amanda Sherman round out the top 10. Kyle Wellman able to finish in 11th spot here tonight. Jason Bauer, Mike Hamlin, Austin Edstrom, and Ty Morosco round out the top 15. Dave Seats having some issues. Chris Carroll getting involved in it. Hunter Lagunas in 18th. And why won't you do it? Sometimes, I swear. Well, 19th is going to be Corey Sherman, Mike Massengill in 20th, and 21st goes to Chris Berg, who unfortunately wasn't able to complete a single lap here tonight. Guys, that is everything we've got for you live here on True Sim Productions tonight. Tanner, any last words?
Dover came and it saw. But Jamie Walker, he conquered Miles the Monster.
He sure did, man, and what a great thing that was to see. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want to invite you all back here next Sunday night, live here on True Sim Productions for more Blazing Pedals action, live right here on YouTube. We'll see you next week. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.